Hey guys, Photoshop Flare here, and partnered with Flight Sim Global. I'm gonna be showing you a tutorial on how to make a custom splash screen for FSX here. And save some time. I already went to the sim, got an image I liked, took it, and resized it to 800 by 600 pixels, and got here to start the video. So if you want to pause it until you're able to go get your image taken and resize it to 800 by 600 in Photoshop, now would be the time to do so. Okay, starting with this, a splash screen for FSX is basically what you load your sim up. It's the Microsoft Flight Simulator X splash screen to start your sim before it actually loads. And I'm gonna teach you how to make your own custom one here to your own liking. All right, and I'm just gonna be doing this to my liking. You might not like it, but I'm gonna be making it to my liking. And to save some time, I pre-made some layers already before this video, just so you don't have to sit here basically watch me spend 40 minutes adding custom stuff to make it look nice. And the custom stuff I already made was like the lights right here. These lights weren't that hard to make. I mean, a quick demonstration right now. Let me just choose the color. We're gonna go ahead and undo that. Just hold down shift, draw a nice circle. Go ahead to blending options on this. Gonna go ahead to add an outer glow, and just gonna go ahead and choose our opacity up, spread a little more, size you can bring that up. It's a decent size right there. I lowered the opacity down so you could see behind it, so there. And then I just took the pen tool and drew out a type of triangle-like figure for the spotlight. Right click, make a selection. And then add a new layer here. Went with the rectangle tool. Let me zoom in here, and we did a kind of got in the middle here like this. And then we just went to the eraser tool. Let me deselect this. I went to the eraser tool and just, faded out the back piece, so like that. And then from here, with this triangle thing right here, I just went to filter, blur, made a Gaussian blur here, and, I got my spotlight here. Then for the lights up here, I mean, this is just a rough edit, it's not that good. I did the same thing up in the front of the nose wheel too, I multiplied the layer a couple times, and then just cut out around it so it looks like it'll look like your light is actually coming out from the gear here, and I hid it behind this. Alright. Anyways, yeah, let's move on. Okay, so the next one I added was the actual FSX logo. It looked kind of bland to me, so the next thing I did was I added a blur to it, so I got something like this. Sorry about that. And I like that, and as I noticed that, right, okay, yeah. I don't want that up there. Okay. So then, I look kind of bland, so I added a blur here for you. And if you want to know how I made that blur, I just brought it down, duplicated the layer, I went to filter, blur again, and this time I did a motion blur. I messed around with the angle a little, the distance. Then I just took the eraser tool and I erased what I did not want anymore. And I got what I wanted here. Okay, now that we're here, we'll continue on how to actually make this to your own liking. So what I want to do now is I'm gonna want to make the background not so sharp on the eyes where the logo is, because that's kind of where your eyes are being pointed to before you actually see the airplane. You're looking at the logo. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is zoom in here to about 100 and probably 50%, and I'm gonna go ahead and take my blur tool here and just blur out the background behind it. So I'm gonna start from here and I'm just gonna work my way up. I mean, Does a little, not much, but you know, it takes out the stress on those eyes. Alright, so now that I got that done, we'll go ahead and zoom back out. And you know, I like it a lot more now, 'cause there you go. Alright. From here now, I'm gonna go ahead and add some of the heat coming out behind the engines. Now there's multiple ways to do this. You just find a way you like and you can continue doing it that way, but for my way, I like doing it as a, I just like using the blur tool here. And I'm using a soft brush with the hardness at 0. And I just like going behind the engines and just kind of like, whoops, Control Alt, see that? And just kind of extending the blur out behind them. I mean, and again, there's multiple ways to do this. Like you can go up into your filter tool up in the filter options up here and go to wave. But then again, it's going to take a little longer to show you because I'm going to have to mark out a path. So let me just show you very quick. Go ahead and make that a selection. And you're going to have to make a path here. And you can just go to, my fault, it's called ripple. And you can just go ahead and see. There you go. I'll show you what that looks like up in the sky. And you get a ripple path. So that's how you make that one behind there. And actually, I want to see how this turns out to be very quick, so let me check it. Now we'll make this a little rounded like this. And something like that. We'll just go ahead and connect. Okay. And now I will go ahead and duplicate this background copy here. And now we will ripple this. Not that much though. Again though, I mean, what you're gonna want to do is use your eraser tool and kind of eliminate it, which is why I don't really like to do that. So it blends in evenly. But at the same time, we're just gonna go ahead and use the blur tool here. Alright, and now I'm starting to get a decent semi-look to what I'm wanting. And now, you know, I could add something up here to fill in the gap. But, you know, I just don't have any idea right now. I could probably, I could maybe add one of the, go down here and render out a lens flare. And place it up there like that. And see how that does. But, I mean, I'm not really looking to add anything up there because that just kind of doesn't blend in that well up there. Oops. So as for now, I think I'm gonna pass on the lens flare because, you know, another thing is too, I mean, they're highly overused when it comes to editing in the videos. So I think I'm gonna bypass that lens flare on me. Let me check one more time. I could maybe possibly get away here. Oh, never mind. Okay. Alright. Now from here, I like what I have so far. And I'm going to go ahead and save this as just a Photoshop. As a backup just in case what my next changes I don't like at all. So I'm going to go ahead and merge the lights here and the background. Alright. And now I'm going to go ahead and add a bevel effect because I want a type of border here and I don't want, you know, I don't want to have lines like I don't want lines like this in on my border. So I'm going to go ahead and add a bevel effect because it produces a nice effect. You'll see what I mean. Let's go back up here. Alright. Why isn't it working right now? let's do an outer bevel actually. Alright then, let's, because that doesn't want to work right now, I'll come back to that one. But what I'm gonna want to do here is we're gonna go ahead and check the image size, 800 by 600. Okay, I'm just gonna open up a 820 by 620 here. Alright, and now we're just gonna go ahead and copy this image in here to this. Whoa, okay, yeah, that's the wrong one. To this one right here. And now we're gonna go ahead and add that bevel that I was talking about since we have more room to work with. Again, that looks a lot nicer to me right off the bat now. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little more depth, not that much, and soften it a little. There we go. Oops. I could do something maybe like this too. You could go to your gradient overlay here instead of doing do a black to transparency one. Whoops. Something like that. If you want, you could possibly, you know, mess or you can have a lot of fun here. It's really endless here, your options to do. Like you see, you can drag it down like this. Have a lot of fun here, but I'm not gonna continue around with the, oh, and I forgot to save the, okay. There we go. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and copy this layer style and just bring it onto here. Of course, it doesn't work like that. Alright. Sorry about that, I didn't plan for this one. Let me check something here. Go ahead and select this, image, crop, deselect. Alright. We're going to go ahead and work with this one then. So we're going to go ahead and copy these layers right here. Duplicate over to the new untitled one. There we go. Okay, now that that's done, we can go ahead and close this back up. I'm gonna go ahead and mess with the colors here now because to me it looks nice, but I'm just gonna want to adjust it a little, exposure, and add some other stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the levels very quick, and we're just gonna go ahead and drag these around. Alright. There we go. Same again, I'm just gonna go ahead and this I'm gonna mess around with the brightness and contrast. Okay, now St. Martin's known to be a nice looking place for happy skies and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to keep it generally bluer, like that. And now I'm gonna go ahead and go to now I like this end result. I like adding some HDR toning to some things. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Oh, actually, let me save this now as a backup again. Whoops. We're gonna go ahead and name this backup 2. Okay. And I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, HDR Toning, hit Yes. And now, you're not gonna like this right off the bat. But I mean, here they have some options to look at that you may find some nice. I don't really find them all nice. Oops, missed one. But, you know, provides different options. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit this customly. Yeah, that one. Alright, so we're just gonna go ahead and edit this one customly very quick. Alright, yeah. Okay. So default. There we go. Okay. First of all, we're gonna go ahead and bring down the saturation. Wow, okay. Alright. Vibrance. Oops, there we go. We're gonna want that up. Saturation's gonna come up down. I'm just trying to darken the image right now. I'm gonna bring detail up actually. Alright. Okay. Let me double check something very quick. Alright. Alright, so sorry about that. Might cut off for a second. Yeah, HDR toning was not looking that well to me, so I'm not gonna go ahead and use that anymore. But instead I'm gonna add a nice tint to this. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to I'm gonna go ahead and click edit or image adjustments, and where was it? Photo filter. Let me check out variations. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's kind of cool. I just now figured this out. You have some nice pics here. It's kind of nasty. I didn't really know this existed until now. Anyways, it's kind of cool. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to image adjustments, and then a photo filter here. You have some nice choices here. Warming filters, that's the one I'm gonna choose with, but again, you have a lot of options. So I'm gonna go with this one right here. Matches my lights a little. And the more density you add, you get it, the more it goes up. And again, you can choose color here too if you want to just do a custom color, which we will. We're gonna go ahead and select a custom yellow. There we go. Let's go choose a lighter yellow. That's more greenish than yellow. Okay. Go ahead and bring down the density. And there. That one looks good to me right there. Alright. This is it for you right here. This will be my final one this is gonna be my final image. So when you're done with yours, go ahead and you can pause the video now and work on yours, and unpause it once you finish it, because now I'm gonna get in how to install it. Okay. So now I assume that you're done. We can go ahead and go to Save As, Desktop, a BMP, and we're gonna go ahead and name this BLG Splash. Alright, then we're gonna go ahead and save it. I always save mine as 32-bit for higher quality. Hit OK. Just minimize these. And right here, you're gonna want to go to your Microsoft Flight Simulator X root folder, and then go to UIRs? I don't know how to say that word. Oops. My fault. You're gonna want to actually rename this to DLG Splash, not BLG. That's a scenery extension. Okay. And now I have one already in here I was just testing out before for sizes. And then just go ahead and copy and just drag it in there, hit move and replace. You can back up your old one if you really want to. And then go ahead and you can open up Flight Simulator X, and you can see that you have a new wonderful splash screen that you custom made. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and Flight Simulator X very quick. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Hope you liked the little Photoshop learning. Hope you learned something with the landing lights on how to create a nice landing light effect. I'll be doing future tutorials, hopefully how to do waves. Actually how to do a engine boring out with the waves again for the heat waves. Hope you enjoyed it again, and you know, Thanks for watching, and go ahead and check out flightsimglobo.com, the upcoming website of the future. So I got some great stuff on there, other tutorials, how to fly, how to video edit. Check out the forums, great members on there. And again, thanks for watching.